Hey, what's up, Logos Personal Finance students? Happy Friday. It is Friday, June 12th, 2020, day 5 of term 6, day 55 of our e-learning experience overall. Hey, we made it through the first week of term 6, right? We are here at the end of week 1 of term 6. We got 5 more weeks to go after this, so hey, a sixth of the way down. This is a shorter term, 6 weeks, so you made it through 1 week, you can make it through the rest of this term. Just keep doing what you've been doing, keep it rolling. If you got off to a sluggish start, that's not a big deal. Remember, we're doing everything on econlowdown.org, and you all have your student logins and passwords, and if you need me to send that to you again, please let me know. I will make sure to send it to you right away so that everybody can get logged in. Speaking of logging in, let's take a look at our Blackbaud real quick. Remember, this is the class page for Blackbaud, whether you're in second hour or fifth hour personal finance. It's the same page. You have your bulletin board, which has the instructions and the note about the Zoom meeting, which we did have our Zoom meeting yesterday. Thanks to those of you who were able to attend. If you weren't able to attend, no worries. Please do your best to try to attend next week's Zoom meeting. Remember, that's a good chance to do a couple things. Number one, earn some points to improve your grade. But more importantly, it allows us to discuss, any issues you're having with logging in or finding the assignments or knowing what assignments to do and how. And then number three, we work on the assignments together so that you can get some answers, right? You can also get answers by watching these YouTube videos if you haven't already noticed that. But let's go ahead and look at Econ Lowdown. The link is right here, so we'll go ahead and click on the link for econlowdown.org. Takes us to this login page. Sometimes it takes us to the other login page, the instructor login page, but as I said before, doesn't matter which page you log in. Just put your student code and your password and click submit. And it will take us to Personal Finance Term 6. There it is, Personal Finance Term 6, right? And remember, everything that is added to the bottom of the page. So if we scroll all the way down to the bottom, you'll always see the last thing at the bottom is this link to the daily YouTube messages. That's just a link, right? So you can see all the YouTube messages, including this one, and every one before it, right? But right above it is the most recent assignment, which was just added today. So far this week, we've had 4 assignments, right? 2 questions, what do you want to be when you grow up, and what is your plan after high school? 1 course on opportunity costs, which had a pre-test and a post-test, and you can see your progress on these, right? You can see your status on these. Status graded, and you got your grade. Progress, you have a pre-test score and or a post-test score, and I only take the best of those 2 scores. So I got an 80 on the pre-test. I wanted to get 100, so I took the post-test, got 100. Status for this one, submitted. Not graded yet, but submitted. So you want to see either submitted or graded. If your status isn't submitted or graded, that means you haven't done it yet. So get on there and do it. Especially these written assessments, like what is your plan for after high school? All you got to do is answer it. There's no right answer. Whatever your answer is the right answer, and you get 100%. Full credit for that. So don't skip those assignments. Those are the easiest assignments on here. The assignment for today, right below that, is related, right? So I asked the question earlier this week, what is your plan for after high school? Do you plan on going to college or trade school or anything like that? But more importantly, what do you plan on studying and how do you plan on paying for it, right? Because a lot of people, they're like, well, yeah, I'm going to go to college because that's just what you do. I don't know what I'm going to study there. I don't know. If you just go to college, and people do this, they just go to college because that's what everyone's telling them to do, without a plan, without, an idea of what you're going to study and how you're going to pay for it and how you're going to use what you study to make money after you're done with college. A lot of people waste a lot of time and money going to college, right? They start college, they spend a bunch of money going to college, and then they don't finish because they find out this isn't for me, and this degree program that I'm working on isn't what I want to do for a career. So do yourself a favor and plan this out. Don't just say the plan is to go to college. I don't know how I'm going to pay for it. I don't know what I'm going to study. know what you're going to study, and when you're picking what you're going to study, pick a major or a course of study that is going to help you make money after college. That's the whole point. If you're not studying something in college with the point of getting a job to make more money, then you're wasting your time and money, right? And that's what this is about. This is about paying for college, right? Actually saving for college. And this is a video Q&A. So let's go ahead and launch this because we haven't had one of these so far this term. I like these video Q&As because all of them have a short video. You can see it's a 6-minute long video. And once you've watched the video, and you don't even have to watch the whole video, but once you are ready, you click on this button that says, I've got this, quiz me. And there's a little quiz, multiple choice questions to go along with it. Let's go ahead and start this video, take a look at what this is all about.
Meet Martina Flores. Martina knows that education is important and that it will help her be successful in life. But with the rising cost of a college education, obtaining a degree seems almost impossible. In this episode of Continuing Education, we're going to discuss investing in human capital, factors to consider when choosing a college, and ways to fund higher education.
All three things, very important, right?
Economists use the word investment to refer to spending on capital, which can be either physical capital, such as tools and equipment, or human capital, such as education and training. Investment in human capital is the effort that people put
So
into
again, you don't have to watch the whole
education,
video.
training,
It
and experience
behooves you to watch
to
the whole
increase their
video and make the
productivity and
quiz a lot
earn more
easier.
income. Martina is debating between a career as
we
an
can skip
elementary
ahead.
school teacher or a computer programmer. Either career requires a college degree. She has to decide which career is best for her and what college to attend. There are some important points Martina
It's a big choice to make because those two professions make very different
One source of career
incomes.
information, while a computer programmer with a 4-year degree earned a median annual salary of $74,200.
Look at that. Big difference, right? And they go to college
She
for the
also
same amount of time. It costs the
should
same
she
amount of
attend
money
a
to go to
public or a
college
private
to be those
university?
two jobs.
Between
Public versus private.
2009 and
Private universities are
2015,
way more
the
expensive than
average
public
cost of
universities, and you
attending
don't necessarily get a
public
better
university,
education.
including tuition, room, and
What else we got?
Private loans are made by
Studentaid.ed.gov.
private
Ah,
banks
yes,
and
we're talking
have
about how to
slightly
pay
higher
for it.
interest rates
There
than
are
federal
all
loans.
kinds of loans and
Using her
grants
college savings with a college loan, Martina can pay for her
and
tuition.
savings plans, all kinds of different ways to pay for college out there, but you got to do the research, you got to do the work, you got to fill out your FAFSA, which is the federal application for student aid. You can get free money for college based on your family's income, but you got to fill out the forms, you got to do the work. So let's go ahead and check out this quiz. How many questions are on this quiz? I think I got this. 8 questions, right? So 8 questions. Great thing about these quizzes, you can retake them as many times as you want. Right? If you don't like the score you get on this the first time, there's an option to retake at the end. And I mean, if I were you, I would retake it until I got 100%, or at least a decent score. So let's take a look at the first question. Return on investment on education. Now, when you're looking at yours, if you're saying my first question isn't the same as this, we all have the same 8 questions. They just randomize the order. So if you retake the quiz, you'll notice that the questions are the same, but they're just in different order. So you have this question. It might not be your first question, but I'm going to give you the answer. I think I know the answer to my first question, which is about ROI, return on investment on education relates to which 2 factors? The cost of education and potential income, the cost of physical capital and future profits, or the cost of financial investments and future profits? Well, I mean, it's pretty easy. The cost of the education and potential income, return on investment. That is correct. Boom. All right, let's do one more, and I'm going to let you guys work on the rest yourself. Which of the following would result in a higher return on investment, ROI? Martina chooses a career with projected income of $30,000 and attends a college with a 4-year cost of $60,000. Or Martina chooses a career with projected income of $30,000 and attends a college with a 4-year cost of $120,000. Well, that seems pretty simple, right? Which is a better choice? She's going to be making the same income, or she could pay $60,000 to get the education for it, or double that. I'm thinking go with the cheaper one. There you go. It's that easy, right? They're really not hard questions, and even if you don't know the answer, give it your best guess, and if you don't like your score at the end, retake it as many times as you need to. That's the lesson for today. If you have any questions or concerns, please let me know. Otherwise, have a good weekend. Peace.